Hey folks, Rick Brown here, Bayou Knives, Crowville, Louisiana. Got another little tip, kind of a beginner, maybe advanced amateur tip, and it's about marketing. It's about getting your name out there. How do you get people to know about your product and know about your services, and how did you go about it? Well, when I started this, back in the mid-'80s at first, it was just word of mouth unless you took out a newspaper ad or something of that nature, maybe post up a flyer around the store and stuff. But when I first started off, I was doing it by word of mouth, and that wasn't producing a lot of work. So when I started this again back in February, the first thing I did was make me a Facebook page and send that link out to all my friends on Facebook. And I made a Bayou Knives page, put my stuff on it, and kept it updated, what I was doing, what was going on. And I sent that page out and had a lot of people respond to it, but I still only had about 30 likes on it, so that wasn't enough. And I made a little, found a place called webs.com, W-E-B-S.com, and you make a free website. And so I built me a website. Put pictures and put everything on it, ordering information, contact information about us, pictures of my products, pictures of the shop, all that information was on the website, and used it. Still wasn't really getting the response that I wanted. So I traded a knife first for this little video camera, and I started making YouTube videos, and that got more interest going in it, and got people contacting me. And I belong to a little Louisiana-based hunting forums called Bayou Bucks, and I advertised on there and told folks about it, and had some more response from it, sold a few knives there. Well, then I got the idea. I had this little knife here. When I cut knives out of steel, you can see this little, what it is it's just a leftover knife. It's a little neck knife. It's got East Indian rosewood handles, about a 2.5-inch blade, and probably a 2.5-inch handle. Made a little Kydex sheath for it. Use it as a neck knife or a little belt knife or whatever. Well, when I have leftover steel, I make a little knife out of them. And what I decided to do was run a contest on my Facebook page. And I said that when I got 50 likes, that I would have a little giveaway. And I'd give away this knife. Well, it just went to snowballing. It was just people right and left. Well, I went over on my little forum, Bayou Bucks, told everybody over there, there's a lot of folks over there that doesn't do Facebook. Well, they was picking numbers, and I was having to take their numbers and go back and post them on Facebook, and trying to keep up with all this numbers already taken by the time I got from one back to the other. So finally I just told them on Bayou Bucks, I said, look, what about if July I just make a knife up, we have a contest on Bayou Bucks to give it away. So this little knife here was won by a fella from South Louisiana named Jamie Landry. He picked the number 31. I had him, what I did was I emailed my girlfriend the number before the contest. And then I said, everybody pick a number between 1 and 100. 31 was a number, and he picked it exactly, and he won the little knife. Well, that sold me 3 more knives right there, right off the bat, just doing that little contest. So this little leftover, all it was, a piece of leftover steel. When I got to the end of a 36-inch bar of steel, I had that much left over. Sold me 3 more knives, 2 neck knives and 1 full-size knife. Well, then, while I was thinking about the Bayou Bucks knife contest, I decided, from what some other people posted, one guy said, I can see an exclusive Bayou Bucks knife. And I got to thinking, I said, you know, I could design a knife and make it a limited edition, make them all just the same. I decided to do them with sandbar stag, design the knife up as a good hunting knife with a drop point on it, 4-inch blade. And then what I said was I was going to serial number them 01 through 20, limited serial numbers. And when those were gone, there'd be no more serial numbers. It would have BB01, which is Bayou Bucks 01, or BB02 through BB20. And BB01 would be given away in a contest in July. And then when the other 19 were sold, the knife would still be available but without the sandbar stag and without the brass guards, and it would just be a wood-handled knife, and it'd be called Parker Boy Bayou. I name all my knives patterns after the bayous and rivers of northeast Louisiana where I lived and grew up. So there's just some little tips. Word of mouth. I go over to the little hardware stores. I live in a very rural area. Everybody knows everybody. I've been living here all my life. It's a farming community. So what you do is you seek out one of the influential people. You go where the people that hunt or buy knives hang out. You go to the cafe, the coffee shop, the hardware store, the feed and seed, the tack store, the farm store, the hardware store, whatever the people like that hang out. And you find you an influential person in your area, and you give them a knife. Got a little Texaco station, there used to be Texaco station in town, the only full service station left in this area, and he's a good friend of mine. So I made him a knife at a very good discount, and he displayed it in his service station and told everybody about who made it. And so that helped out right there. They have a little benefit motorcycle ride over here every year to make money up for the Patriot Guard Scholarship Fund. I donated a knife. When it was auctioned off, it was told who made it, where to contact, who to find it out from. Had several people coming to me interested in my knife works, knife making, and they wanted to order knives. Sold 3 knives from that. Just going and donating a knife to the benefit and being there where people could ask. So get out, use all the internet tools, use everything you can do that's free. It don't cost you nothing to make a website on webs.com. It don't cost you nothing to make a Facebook page. It don't cost you nothing to make a YouTube channel. So there's advertising right there. That's letting people find you and know about you to where you can show your products and get people interested in your stuff. And so once you're ready, once you think you're ready to start selling, then that's how you market. That's what you do. Carry your products around with you. I keep a few knives that I'm working on when I travel to get my truck. I go to the hardware store with a few knives in the truck. I keep pictures of them on my phone of all the different knives that I've made, and I can show people. I can show people, like I make my own little business cards. Got my website, phone number, address, Facebook page, the whole works. Right there on my card, give it to them, and, say, here, give me a call, contact me, come by the shop and see what's going on. So maybe that'll help y'all out, be a way that you can get to thinking outside the box. How can I separate myself from everybody else? Now luckily in this little area that I live in, I'm the only knife maker that I know of in this. We have parishes, we don't have counties. I'm the only person in this county that makes knives that I know of. And I'm real aggressive about people, showing my knives to people and talking to people and getting them interested in it. But anyway, I just wanted to show you and tell you all that about how you can get your product out where people can see it and people know about you and get some interest in your knives that you might make some sales. So this is Rick Brown, Bayou Knives, Crowville, Louisiana. As I always say, have a great day and a better day tomorrow.